Hey yo, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to show you guys how to make your melodies slash loops a lot more interesting. So the cable guys contacted me and asked me to showcase the Shaperbox 2 as well as halftime to you guys, and you guys know I use these things on the regular, so it was absolutely no problem by me. And just because I know you guys come here for free VSTs and free sample packs, because a lot of you guys are just starting out and you're not really in a position to buy stuff at the moment. So cable guys have been kind enough to do a giveaway as well. So we're actually giving away one Shaperbox 2 bundle as well as free halftime licenses as well. I'll be announcing how to get involved with that giveaway during the video. So in today's video I'm just going to flick through the Shaperbox 2 and halftime and just show you guys how to make your melodies and loops a lot more interesting. With all of that out of the way, let's jump into the MacBook. So as you'll be able to see now, we are in Ableton. Shaperbox 2 and halftime will work in your DAW as well, exactly the same, so don't worry about it if you don't use Ableton. It will work the exact same way in your DAW as well. So first of all, I'm just going to make a quick melody. So I've just opened the piano VST to start with. We're going to be in D minor. So first of all, I just make a minor chord and then I just edge some of the notes. Either way, just kind of experiment with it, try and get a nice groove going on. This tutorial is not really a melody making tutorial. I do have a few of those if you want to look back on my other videos, but I'm just going to quickly make a quick melody for you guys. Okay, so now we've got a melody, we are ready to introduce Shaperbox 2. So here we have time, drive, filter, crush, volume, pan and width. If you hover over them, they give you a brief introduction on what they do. Time is stutter, reverse, scratch, etc. So most people know this one here, which is time, because that's the one you can do the halftime effect with. So I'm just going to apply some of these to the melody we just made, just to show you guys how to make your melodies a lot more interesting. So each one of these shapers come with presets. The presets are down here. You got basic, edge, rhythm, 1, 2, sweeps and creative. Presets are basically just like pre-made patterns for the automation. So this is the length of it here. So up here are all the different kind of shapes you can make yourself. So the volume one is good for sidechain, that's what I would use it for, or it's good to give it like a bit of bounce to your melody. I'll tell you what's mad about this plugin as well is that you can split them up by bands. So say if I just want the mids to have this kind of wacky side chaining going on and leave the highs just completely normal, only the mids will play this kind of pattern and the highs will remain normal, and it's you can do it with the lows as well, which is crazy. As you can see, the lows are untouched, highs are untouched, and it's just this mids here that are doing that pattern. Crazy. And the mix up here, you can mix each individual shaper individually. So this mix here isn't for the filter and the volume, this is just for the pan, and if you click the volume one, it will just be for the volume, and filter will just be for the filter. This time one has to be my favorite one. You got stutter, scratches, tape, pitch, and I love this reverse sound here as well. So this one here is your typical halftime kind of sound if you're using halftime. See how it can kind of like provoke new ideas. So like hearing that new sound it gives you more ideas on what you can add on next to the production. Okay, so let me just show you halftime, just because cableguys is letting me give away free licenses to this. So let's go to mine and Error's new drill pack. So say you had a piano loop like this. Halftime. And that could make for a very cold sounding intro into the main verse or chorus or whatever. So obviously this is the off and on switch here. This is the length of it, the mix, the bands, high frequency, low frequency. I like to move the sustain up quite a bit to swell. So even though it's the same piano, it gives it a different dimension completely. It kind of gives you the illusion that it's a completely different part of the beat, different melody, different everything. And then on the main part, with the same piano loop, you could throw a Shaperbox 2 on there. I feel like this could really work if you use loops as well, because bear in mind, if you're not the only people having these loops and everyone's got the same loops, you're going to want the loops that you use to be sounding original. You don't want your version of that loop to sound the same as somebody else that uses that loop. You kind of want it to sound like an original piece. So this is time on that piano loop. When you're sidechaining, it ducks a piece out so to help your drums kick through even harder. So as you can see here, this ducks out the first bit of the frequency to allow that kick to really pierce through the mix. And if you click down here, there is a ton of other pre-made presets for you guys depending on what you want. There's different packs here: tape, stop, chop, duck. Loads of different things that you can click on and instantly get kind of like ideas and inspired by. So in my last video I said to you guys, if you like this video and comment "you are Julying" in the comments below, I'll give you a shout out in my next video. This is that next video, and here are the people that commented. So I know a lot of people commented on that last video, so I really apologize if your name just whizzed by the screen. But if you do want to shout out in my next video, all you have to do right now is like this video, and in the comments below just comment "this time next year I will be successful," and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. Now let's get back into it. Jeez, I really like that preset, half and reverse. Basically, they've added a time on there and a filter. So the difference between time and the half-time VST is, I feel like in time you can do a lot more. The FL guys always describe this as gross beat on steroids, and for good reason as well, because there's so much more you can do on here than you can do on gross beat. Jeez, this one here, Fifth Element, is basically a filter and time, as you can see down here. sounding wavy. Look at all of these different melodies you can get just by throwing a loop in there. Like not even MIDI, it is like a WAV loop. Gives it a lot of bounce. Geez, this 4-key mellow one is sounding very, very nice. Bear in mind, this is what the melody sounds like without anything on. Very decent sounding, obviously, because I made it and it's in my free drill pack, if I didn't mention it. Comes with stems and midis as well, if you're interested, in the description below. But yeah, once you add this here, it just spices it up, especially if you want to make it your own. I've just made a fresh 808 for this loop. Another thing I love about Shaperbox is the drive feature here. It just adds a bit of distortion. As usual, comes with loads of different automation presets down here. So this is 808. Not too bad. So the drive shaper really gives you that added distortion. It makes it stand out of the mix a lot better. Rather than being hidden in the mix, it will stand out a lot more. Before, after, another thing I love to do, especially when I'm making kind of like dark melodies, is I would make a melody. If you are interested in melody making tutorials, flick back a few videos on my channel. I've been making a couple recently, but for now I'm just going to flick through this quick time. Make it quite a high octave. You could even have that halftime just underneath the original. I have a really cool piano here as well. It goes really well on top of like half-timed pianos. It has that kind of like ambience, that creepy kind of ambience that goes really well. Just to give you an idea of how it would sound with some drums and maybe a bit of bass as well. So if you do want to be in with a chance of winning one of these awesome VSTs, either the Shaperbox 2 bundle or one of those halftime licenses, all you have to do right now is like this video, and in the description below, just click the link and follow the instructions, and then you'll be in with a chance of winning one of these. To find out if you have won one, I'll announce the winners in my next video. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully you really enjoyed the demonstration that I showed to you. If you do want that free drill pack as well, it will be in the description below. A massive shout out to cableguys for letting me show this to you, and also for helping me out with that giveaway. Last but not least, I just want to thank you guys for coming back for another video. If you are still here, that means you have watched the whole video to the end, and I really appreciate that. Be safe, be productive, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.